Hello, Christine Halsey here, and I'm working on my lab setup for Lab 3. It's my 5.56 kilo ohm resistor, so it's green, blue, orange. Trying to get a little focus there. Alright, you see I've come down from the power strip to the resistor and connected those two. They connect in the column, not in the rows. So those two are connected. I have an open down here at the bottom because I haven't tested my power supply yet. I'm getting ready to do that right now. I'm set up to measure my power and ground. And to measure DC, I'm going to turn on my meter and click select. That puts it in DC mode. Now I'm going to turn on my trainer, and there's my 5 volts, and you can see back up here where I was with the other lab with +5 and ground. I've run those down to my breadboard, and I also have them jumpered over here on the side for power to power and ground to ground. Make sure you do not get those backwards. You have to connect the same to the same, otherwise you have a short. Okay, now I've connected my resistor into the circuit, and I'm measuring my supply again. Okay, now I'm set up with one lead on each side of the resistor to measure the voltage across that resistor. Since there's only one, it gets all the voltage. Okay, so as I get ready to make the current measurement between the power supply and the resistor, I pull the wire out that's going to the resistor and put my red lead there, and then my black lead is on the other leg of the resistor, or the top leg of the resistor. I'm doing this, my trainer is off, and I'm about to turn my meter off. And I'm going to switch my leads from voltage to current. And I'm going to switch all the way over from milliamps next to the last one, not the last one. See, this is amps, milliamps, and microamps. I'm expecting milliamps. And it did leave me in DC mode, so I don't have to hit select. Now I'm going to turn on my trainer. And maybe microamps would be better. 88.3 microamps. Alright, so I forgot, bad of me, I forgot to calculate first. So I'm going to come over here, let's see if I can get this part as well. 56 EE3 is my resistance. Oops, I need my voltage on top, so I'm going to store that. And I got 5 volts divided by the 56,000, and I got 8.9, 89 microvolts. 89.3 microvolts, and I'm measuring 88.2 microvolts. Excuse me, not microvolts, microamps. Don't know where my head is. Trying to get this video out. I've had internet problems all day long, and trying to hurry up and get this out for you so you can get your labs done. Now, they ask us to measure between the negative terminal of the supply and the resistor. So again, I'm going to turn off my trainer. I'm going to close the break that I had up here. And I'm going to make a break down here. Now I'm going to fill that break in and put my positive lead on the bottom leg of the resistor and my black lead on the wire that I just pulled out from the resistor. Okay, now I'm going to turn my trainer back on. And there's my 88.3 microamps. Okay, now they want me to create an open in the circuit by moving the wire connecting the positive terminal of the supply to another row in the breadboard where the resistor lead is not located. So again, I'm going to turn off my trainer. Anytime I'm moving stuff, I really should turn power off. Honestly, I went through college and didn't know that, and I got very lucky in that I never shocked myself. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to move this resistor leg and make a common problem that most people do, which is trying to join them like this. This is actually an open in the circuit, and we're going to see that here. Alright, measure and record the supply voltage. So I have to move my lead back over to voltage and my knob back down to voltage. And then I'm going to connect to my power supply leads. Turn my trainer back on. Oh, hit the select button to go back to DC mode. Like, wait a minute, the supply should at least be working. Okay, so I have 5 volts there. Now I'm going to hook up to measure across the the resistor. Okay, now I'm set up to measure across the resistor, and I have no voltage. Because of the open that is in the circuit, the voltage is not getting to the resistor. Okay, they want me to measure the voltage across the open, so I have the red lead where the power comes into and the black lead on the leg of the resistor that's not connecting to that. And I can see that 4.97 volts is across that open. So when you have an open in a circuit, it consumes all of the voltage in that circuit. The only reason we seeing anything here is because we're measuring between the points where the open is. Now I'm going to fix my open. Next, create one down at the negative supply. I'm going to let you do that one.